YouTube. In this video I'm going to be responding to part of Frank's question here, which is, could you possibly do videos on copying and creating new drawing styles, creating new dimension rules, creating your own drawing templates. And now the part I'm going to answer today is creating drawing templates, and then I'll make possibly more than one video on the rest of these because it's a much larger area to cover. And what else does it say here? I need to know how to customize advanced styles so drawings come out my company wants them to look. Of course, I will help you with that. Dimensions and text, front title blocks. I'll cover title blocks in this video too. Now, before I go any further, I don't want to raise your hopes too high. Okay, it takes a great deal to customize drawing styles. Like, if you're getting right down to the dimensions, it takes a lot of time, and I'll go through the process though. I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. But I have created maybe 3 drawing styles, and those 3 took me like weeks, so it's not a very fun process creating the drawing styles to the T. Like, you will not be able to create a drawing style where you just hit create drawing and it creates drawings that you don't have to do at least a little bit of touch-ups here and there. But it's possible to do that. I'm just saying it's not practical, but we'll get you as close as possible. Now, without wasting much of your time, in this video, like I said, I'm going to be dealing with templates, custom, with title blocks and everything. And that's a very simple process. And first of all, you want to go to output menu and edit prototypes. Okay, once that opens up, as you can see, this is mine, this is my personal one, that's my personal one I use. And mind you, you can create millimeters drawing templates or metric. So metric or imperial. Metric is one that's preceded by millimeters, and imperial is these other ones. Now I'm just going to be doing one, and I only change one thing in the drawing template, and you can take it from there. Use my teaching to apply to other areas of the template. So first of all, I'm going to choose let's say B drawing style, and I want to just right click on that, copy, because you don't want to mess with the generic ones. You just want to copy that and then paste it there again, and that's the copy there. So the original one is still there. And we're going to name this one, don't use the names I'm using, because the names I'm using don't make sense. Use names that actually make sense to you, like B. You see there's a B there for the size of paper and whatnot. But this one, I'm going to call it my drawing style. My drawing, actually no, not drawing style, my template. Okay, now, and to find this folder, just click the down arrow there, and you can see how to get to the prototypes folder. So we're gonna open that one because that's the one we want to customize, and it's just a copy of the other one. Okay, now this comes up. Now you can customize all these, like you can move the drawing, you can make it a single line instead of double lines out here, which is what we do in my company anyway. And then what you can also do is put a table. Where is that? Insert drawing. Yeah, insert list in drawing. So you don't. So it's already inserted when you come to spit out the drawing. And for this particular one, we're gonna have a materials list on the drawing. I hope you followed that closely. I went to add insert drawing list and select a square where you want it to be, and then this came up. I just anchored it. These buttons are just to anchor it into position, and go in the templates and choose materials list. So your materials is to be down there, and you know there's a revision table there. Mind you, it's not part of the title block, which is down here. And to prove that, I'm gonna delete that. Okay, now I can put another table if I want. You're not limited to just the one table, so we'll put the revision table there right next to my title block. Let's see. Okay, that's a very ugly revision table. Just make it bigger. Okay, yeah, you can customize the format and everything. You can decide what you want in the table, what you don't want in the table. So description, we can remove that, or we can add, you know, change the layout, you know, and all sorts of fun things you can do in here. Number of rows, we can change them to like just 2, so it's much smaller, and you know, move it into place. We'll put it there. Okay, now that's for the beautifying the template itself, or you know, making it look presentable. Make sure it aligns with what your company is asking. Now for this one, is pretty easy too. Just click it, right click, and say block editor, and the block comes up. Now you can remove that and put your company logo there, and you can change. Okay, now I'm only going to change one thing, and it applies to everything else. Okay, so for example, okay, I need to create something else in here. Okay, I'll put something else, and I'll just copy that, copy the existing. Okay, so copy that. I'll just type CO, copy that and put it in there, and then I'll copy that and put it in there, and then I'll rename that to let's say I want that to reflect what is the mark number of the beam in this drawing. So we'll say beam mark to represent the mark number, and then you double click the scale and change that prompt to mark, of course, mark number even. Okay, shoot, mark number. Okay, now the tag, this is where it becomes interesting. This is very important, what you put in there. In Advanced Steel, if you wanted to populate the drawing, the template for you, you have to have what you call a token. So this scale here is a token. Now I took the liberty of googling the tokens that are available in AutoCAD Advanced Steel. Now I'll put this link in the description so you can come straight to this page. Now these are available tokens. So where it said scale there, just go back to the template. Where it said scale, that's a token, and it comes because if you look in this thing here, you can see their scale, and it gives you a brief description of what that token entails. So if you put scale in there, it's gonna add the scale used in the detail. So if we go back and look at another one, we'll cancel that for now. We'll go back and look at this one, date draw. See, that's the token there, date draw. And that, we'll go back to the thing here and look at date draw. Date draw, here it is, and that will spit out the date the drawing was created. And just for clarity's sake, I'll do one more. Say drawing number. Okay, now we'll go revision index. That's a little bit different, but you know, that's the token there, revision index. So always in the tab, that is the token, and the tokens are found here, and that one revision index is here, and it gives you the revision index. So depending on what you put in the title block, and you want it to self-populate, automatically populate, you have to use a tag. Okay, client name, project name, what, okay. And then for this particular one I'm making, let's see, scale. I'm going to change that. I wanted to show the mark number. Now for that token, I'm going to go search in here, and this one, mark of object piece. So that's the token used, POS _ NUM. And we'll go back to the template. I'll double click that, and in the top one we use the token, and it's capital letters, so POS _ NUM, and that is the mark number. Okay, then you click OK, and that changes. Now that's the token. So once you've modified your table and you've arranged everything where you want to put it, I just showed you one, but you can revise the entire table here. So then you say close block editor, save changes to hyper steel page header. That's very important. And once it's saved, you see now mine says mark there. And oh, sorry, I had a dumb moment. I actually just pointed at the screen. That one says mark there. Okay, and then after you do that, you type ATTSY. It actually pops up after just typing that, but this is the command that you want to type in, and press enter. And once it says, it gives you that option, just press enter again and select the title block. Okay, and add sync block, yes. This is just to synchronize, I guess, to make it active, so to speak. So now this is our drawing template. We're gonna take it for a test run and see how it comes out. Now for that, we're gonna close that, we're gonna save it, and remember we call it my template. We're gonna close that and just start a new drawing altogether. Bear with me, this video is a little bit longer because this is actually a very long session here. I like to teach this one. I have to explain thoroughly. So you go to create your beam, and there's my beam. That's what's going to be in our drawing. Okay, and very quickly we're going to number it, apply. Okay, that's done. Now in order for the drawing template to populate itself, most people don't do this, but you go to settings, and this little one here is project settings. That's what you click, open that, and we're gonna say project is custom template tutorial. Okay, our project number will say 234. Our client is myself, and I don't think we have tokens for these, but we have token for checked by. I think checked by, we're gonna say checked by you, and detailer, we're gonna say myself. Okay, no, I want that to be different so that you can see the difference in there. So we're gonna say me. Okay, date of construction, date of, or you can change that, but that comes automatically. Okay, and those are the main two ones you want to change. And in case, okay, I'll just go back to this one real quick here. In case there's something that is not included in these tokens here that you want to add, you can go with user attribute. Okay, and user attribute, when you use that, you get to create what you want in there. So this token is kind of like a blank space, a blank page for you to change however you see fit. And if you did that, you go to user attribute, and then here you can add what you want in the user attribute. I didn't use the user attribute this particular one, but here you can add what you need to show up in the user attribute. And those are basically the three that you have to choose, but all these, I don't use any of these, and I don't think it's necessary that you should be using them unless you've got a slightly different project, and you can explore those. But for the most basic drawings, you will not need that. Now we number that, but just to be clear, to be certain, we'll number it again, and then we'll go over and create that drawing using our template and see how it comes out. Okay, so we select that one, and we're gonna go here and look for my template, which is way at the bottom here. Okay, and we're gonna open it. And are you ready for this, Frank? Are you ready for this? Show drawing. Okay, now this is the drawing. See, it's come out already. Okay, we don't care about that. That's not what we're interested in. This is what we're interested in. See, this is the one I changed. The mark, this is B1, and as you can see, the table shows up as well. It's B. Okay, this is a single mark, and that is the B1 is the main mark, and I'll prove that to you by going in the drawing and double clicking that, naming. See, the main part is the assembly part is B1, and that's what we wanted to see in there. And we'll just go over to this and see how it populates itself, drawn by me. Remember the stuff I changed in there, the custom template tut, and the project number there, and the scale is automatic, the date is automatic, and the revision index, I'll get back to that in a second. But we've got our table in there, and there's much less stuff to do after you make your own templates and understand why you'd want to make your own templates. Now, a revision control, like you can change the revision on the actual drawing here by going here, management, revision mark, add revision A. Okay, and voila, it's changed. That's revision A. Another way you can change that revision is, say you've got a bunch to change at the same time. You go in the manager here, and you can select a bunch of them. If you've got more than one, you can select all of them and hit the revision there. We'll add another revision. We'll say revision B. Okay, and it's gonna do its magic and change the revision to B, which also changes automatically on the drawing. And now our revision table comes into play too. Now you have your revision A, revision B, the dates it was changed, or whatever information you needed in there. Now that is how to customize your template to meet your own company's needs. And of course you can change all of this. I just showed you how to change one, and you can apply that, extrapolate to suit your needs. I hope that helped. I really enjoyed that video. Might be a bit longer than I anticipated, but thanks for your patience. YouTube.